say she backtracked. She swore under oath, subject to felony and perjury, that certain things happened. She then said they didn't happen, and she changed her view. Any good prosecutor, if the evidence shows that she made it up out of whole cloth, should be able to prosecute her and sentence her to prison. The problem is women who lie and falsely accuse men get away with it. They don't go to prison. And President Trump was absolutely right when he talked about how young men are vulnerable, young women are vulnerable.
Scary.
There is too much sexual assault, but there's too many false accusations of sexual assault, and the FBI must get to the bottom.
Professor, I would even argue it's not fair. There is evil, there are predators, there are people that commit atrocities like rape and assault and drugging, and it doesn't help the case of those women that are real victims.
But even putting aside who it helps, the idea that a woman will get away with having made a willful decision to falsely accuse somebody.
What about the attorney, Professor?
Crime, well, we have to ask that question. I've asked Avanetti to waive lawyer-client privilege so the FBI can ask her, how did the story begin? Did Avanetti help you? Did he make the story more elaborate?
Wow.
We've got to get to the bottom of this.
Greg Jarrett, let me ask you the same question. And I will tell you this, I learned a lot when I was in Atlanta. I didn't rush to judgment on Richard Jewell, nor did I do it in Duke Lacrosse, nor did I do it in Ferguson, or Baltimore, or Cambridge Police, or Trayvon Martin, as others did. There's way too much rushing to judgment in this country, especially by my so-called colleagues in the media.
I agree with the professor. Julie Swetnick would appear to be in legal jeopardy, and here's why. Perjury is a material false statement that is willful and deliberate and purposeful. Her sworn statement is dramatically different than what she told NBC News. She would be well advised to fire Michael Avanetti, the publicity-seeking carnival barker, and hire a real lawyer, and she's going to need a good criminal defense attorney, I predict, because her story is completely disintegrating. And anybody else in this case, including any other accuser who made a false statement, is also in legal jeopardy. And it's probably a good idea that the FBI launch this investigation, because they'll be looking into the truthfulness and credibility
We never
of
see
these
the
accusations.
follow up on these things, but you're both right. Let me go to other new details. We have a letter from a boyfriend of Professor Ford. I witnessed Dr. Ford help McClain prepare for potential polygraph exam, and Dr. Ford explained in detail what to expect, how polygraphs work, and helped McClain become familiar and less nervous about the exam. Dr. Ford was able to help because of her background in psychology. What are we going to take out of that?
Oh, this is incredible, Sean. And I agree 100% with Alan Dershowitz and with Greg Jarrett. If they were lying, we should not ignore this. If they find out they were caught in perjury, they should be prosecuted for this, because this is a man's life and his family that's at stake. Not only that, it discredits every other woman that's been through sexual assault.
Let me get this other issue. Let me ask you this. Every single case with Professor Ford, she identified an eyewitness who does not agree with her allegation or account. The same thing, the story of Miss Ramirez and the gaps in memory and inebriation, etc. And even the New York Times said she was asking people, I don't remember, but do you? Was it him? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're calling people. She's calling people. Mrs. Ramirez, was it him? Could it be him? They're just throwing allegations out there. This is a disinformation campaign with one objective in mind, to destroy Judge Kavanaugh. And God bless him. If he is actually standing up for what he believes in and fighting this back, he needs to continue to fight this.
Accusation will stay with him forever.
It will.
And
but you know what, Sean? At this point in time, he can fight this, and the people will stand up and believe him. We cannot walk away from it.
But the real villain of this is the American Civil Liberties Union, on whose board I served with honor for many years, when it was the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, instead of the ACLU, the Anti-Civil Liberties Union. They are now saying that suspicion is enough, that presumptions ought to be in favor of guilt, that if there's doubt, you convict. Imagine if they had said that during the McCarthy period. During the McCarthy period, they never said when people were fired from their jobs, this is just a job interview. They required proof by a high standard. But when it comes to this, they are making a fortune of money. Their budget has gone from 20 million to 130 million because they've abandoned civil liberties and have one campaign: get Trump, get his appointments, get his nominees.
Sean, the good news is the American public are not buying this. There's a new Harris-Harvard poll out. 60% say Kavanaugh should be confirmed absent any corroborating evidence against him, and so far there is none.
Corroborating
and 70
evidence, which is
exactly.
This is
and that's
so
what Americans
foundational
say.
to our country's system.
And
so
75% say Dianne Feinstein is to blame for this national disgrace for withholding information.
Let's wait and see until all the
Americans
evidence comes out. I want to keep an open mind. If there are information that is disqualifying,
as of now, there's
we
nothing.
have to look at the evidence. Follow the evidence,
Let's see
not the polemics.
Absolutely, and Americans aren't stupid, Sean. Americans know what's going on here. They're going to follow that. That's why we're seeing the polls the way they are, and that's why people are going to go out to vote. That's right.
American people usually get it right. I trust them.
We do.